This is the best alarm system in the world. Because if you have a fence like that, who needs an alarm system? If you get anyone on your fence, you may hear, ouch! Yeah, nobody can sit or step on your fence. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about our first inhabitant from the island. The first inhabitant from the island were those KanP Indians. They were coming from Venezuela, Paraguay, and canoes. They were from the tribe of the Aruba. And when they reached this island, the first thing they went to do is they went searching for water. They have fine water on the east side from the island of Aruba called Guadiriquiri Cave. And the second step was going to search for food. But here on the island there was a lot of iguanas, and they went also for the fish. They survived a long time on fish and iguanas until 6 years ago that the government put a stop to hunting of iguanas. Because, let me tell you now, the iguana is a protected animal here on the island by law. And before that, ladies and gentlemen, I have tried once the iguana soup. And let me tell you, it made me sweat like hell. But it is like everybody says, tastes like chicken. But you know, everything tastes like chicken, right? And of course, ladies and gentlemen, take a look coming up on the left hand side. You can see more of the DVD tree right here. Take a look how the tree grow and bend over. Take a look on the left. You see how they grow and bend over with the wind? You see that? Those are the DVD tree. And if you take a look to your right, you can see another cactus fence. How the people protect their piece of land by building a cactus fence. You see this? And of course, continue with the tour. The Indians survived a long time here on the island in peace until the year 1499 that a Spaniard guy called Alonso de Ojeda discovered this island. What he did is he took all those Indians as slaves, put them to work in a couple of mines, tried to find anything, but in that time there was nothing found, and Alonso de Ojeda has named this island with the name of a useless island. But the Indians already named this island with the name of Aruba. Stand for as gold. But later on the name came up as the name of Aruba. But, ladies and gentlemen, because Alonso didn't find anything here on the island, he decided to leave this island. He went to another island in the Caribbean called the Dominican Republic and Haiti. And when he reached there, the island was already being conquered. So he stayed a couple of weeks there, and what he found out there is a lot of animals. And oops, he find a lot of animals up there, and he took a lot of animals. And he came the second time to this island of Aruba. And the second time he came to this island of Aruba, what he did is he started a business of selling animals. But the business went very well until the French pirates arrived here on the island. When the French pirates arrived, they gave them a fight of their life, and at the end the French took over this island. But it didn't take long for the French either, that later on the British arrived, and the British gave them a fight, and the British took over this island. And when the British took over this island, they brought more people here on the island, like 100 people more, and they start searching on the island for anything to find that they can use. But on the east side, they have found one of those minerals called the phosphate. And they found so much that they started a business of exportation to other countries like Europe and the United States. The business went also very well until there was also a boy walking a bunch of sheep behind the big tank we passed by in Santa Cruz. And the boy was walking a bunch of sheep, and during the walk the boy have found a shiny rock. The boy's name is the William Raspain. And he took the shiny rock to his father, and the result was that the shiny rock was gold. And of course, since this island was already under the British, what they did is they brought another 100 people here on the island to search for the gold, and they dig here, explore there, and they have found the gold. And next, what they did is they came on the north coast here, the rougher side, because they thought on this side no ship can dock over here. So what they did is they built a fort over here. The fort we called now the Bushibara Gold Mill, and the purpose was to wash the gold and melting of the gold. was not the purpose to mine the gold in there. It was only for washing and melting of the gold. When it was done, they took it from this port. They took it all the way downtown to the harbor. From the harbor, they shipped it all the way to Europe. Since then, there is no more gold here on the island. But the British was still on the island until the Dutch arrived. The Dutch arrived and they started here on the island trying to find anything. But they talked to the British people, and the British says, no, you have to wait your turn. As soon as we finish, we will leave the island for you guys. And that was the real thing that happened, that the British took everything. When there was nothing else here on the island, they decided to leave the island and left it for the Dutch. Since then, this island is under the Dutch kingdom, and the official language here on the island is Dutch. What we speak at home is what we call the papiamento. Papiamento stands for as to speak, and it is spoken in 3 islands in the Caribbean: Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. But it is actually a mixed language from Dutch, English, Portuguese, Spanish, French, some Italian, and then some Indian words. But you have to be careful because some of those English word mean another thing on our native language of papiamento. Okay? For example, if I say, you say welcome. Welcome for us means bombini. You say thank you means danki. You say get means ushi. You say sweetheart means minushi. You say sushi means garbage. You have to be careful, okay? And also, if you say, you guys know the coffee that they call Sanka coffee? Here on the island, you have to be careful. Don't drink the coffee here, because Sanka for us means your butt. Okay? Trust me, don't do that here on the island to ask them for Sanka coffee. Guys, take a look on the left. You can see all those rocks over there. From the back side, this look like a bunch of rocks, but from the other side, that's the fort I was telling you guys about, called Bushiribana Gold Mill. Now it's being called the Bushiribana Gold Mill Ruin. Okay, that's where they have uses for washing and melting of the gold. Okay, take a look. We are now at the north coast, the roughest side from the island, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you, this is the rough side. This is what we call the Caribbean Sea. And there's no one allowed to swim on this part of the island, because last time we had a couple of brothers, they went for a swim on this part of the island, and one of those brothers drowned on this part of the island. While the family